Another live stream here on the twitch.tv/the and on the YouTube, as we now do the multi-stream, in a location far, far away. This is the way home. This is the way home. I've been preparing for a secret project, which we're going to continue preparing for. It just occurs to me, not only do I not have my chat on the screen, when I go to look at it, for some reason it is white, which burns my eyes. I need dark mode over here. So hello to the peeps in chat. I saw you there. Let me just relaunch this because I do not want to stare at a white screen. Ah, lame. Why is it every time I go to stream, Firefox crashes? It seems to be when I go live that something goes wrong with Firefox, like either before I'm live or not. Because Twitter wasn't working. Wait a minute, it's caught up with itself now. Twitter was down. It's still down. Now it looks like it's not crashed, but I can't reach. What a great start to my live stream. Well, I got to get this up. I think I'm going to reload. Yeah, I'm going to reload this. Okay. Okay, let's try that. So now I'm talking to myself, literally. Yo! I was just like, yo, what's that building? What's that up ahead? Oh, wait, that's my building. Like, dang, looks cool from... Oh, very cool from over here. Oh my god, Firefox refuses to load now. Refuses to load. Gally1357, thank you for 72 months with the Prime. Very much appreciated, my dude. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Right, Firefox be gone. Let's try again. It's reloading. Looks like it's struggling to do anything though. Dang, we're having internet issues or something. It's kind of hard to do this without a chat. Okay, things are loading. Chat box is loading. Twitter's loading. Okay, so Twitter probably wasn't down. There was just something funky going on with my browser there. Let's launch chat then. Alright, there we go. I can see in our chat, it's time to put your bananas in the chat. We've got Heart Gamer here. Kahoy Hey over on YouTube. Peculiar Vinus says, I'm sorry, but I wanted to ask this before chat went crazy and you're the admin. Is Iskal gone or just until everything is cleared up? You know, Iskal and Stress have left Hermitcraft and I believe that is permanent. Let's go ahead and do that. My friends were asking about Hermitcraft mod pack and your video dropped like a miracle to save me many hours of putting together something myself. Thank you. No problem, Funky Sabbath. That's what it's there for, right? I wanted to do that sooner, but there's just been so much going on and it had to wait until the new year and then settling in, finally got around to recording it. So I hope it's helpful. Neutral Ghost, thank you ever so much for the Prime, my dude. Very much appreciated. Thanks for using that on me. Can he see YouTube, says Samsara. I can indeed see your YouTube chat. Right, so I've been out there doing a little bit of prep, so I've got some stuff to put back here. I'll grab it again later. These are for a project that I'm working on. Now, what I want to do is probably put that away with some stone in it, for one. I've got a list. This is like I got to do a really grindy thing where I don't need a crazy amount of materials, but I need a lot of different stuff. So I'm going to need probably a couple of shulker boxes based on the amount of items I've got to get here. And then I've got to grab all this stuff. It's going to be crazy. Hey, it's Mirnav. New fan here. Welcome, my dude. Welcome. What is the random tick speed? It'll be the default speed. Oh, by the way, 5 minutes. 5 minutes into this stream, and I remembered my tea. Sooner than ever. Oh my god, it's going to be so amazing today. It's going to be the best tea ever. Heart Gamer says he's streaming on both Twitch and YouTube. That is very true. That is very true. That's good. That's good right there. Is Xisuma pronounced 11 Suma? No. Funny enough, it's not. I see why now. Now I see it now. I see it now. I get it. I get it. Haha. Well done. Tutorial on how to say xisumavoid. Shishwami, xisumavoid, shishwambam. These are many ways you can say it. The Caesar, thank you so much for 51 months. Hey X, don't forget to drink the tea while it is warm. My dude, I'm on it. I'm on it for once. I'm sipping away. It's warming up my hands. My hands go cold so easy. What's my go-to cuppa? I like English breakfast. I've also got my massive Sports Direct mug here. Classic UK, you know. Hey there, awesome vid you just made. Is there a custom painting tutorial you recommend? I'm struggling. I can't point you in the direction of the tutorial, and yeah, it's awkward and difficult to put together. That's all I can tell you. So, yeah, I kind of need like a whole bunch of stuff. And I'm going to be here fishing it out of these chests. Like, I need stuff from here, but particular ones. So, oak leaves is... Wow, I need half a stack of oak leaves, right? That gets crossed off the list. Then we need like half a stack of mushroom stem. What are people's ideal mug sizes? Says Rippling River. That's a really good question, because when I have tea at other people's houses, teacups are always tiny. I swear they're tiny compared to my average tea size. So I don't know how to describe it, right? But I got a teacup size, and that's my regular. And then when I stream, I make it in a bigger one. Right, Sports Direct size. But I also have this one like mega mug. I don't really use it for tea. I use it for hot chocolate. Why am I over here again? Mushroom stem. Mushroom stem. So yeah, sometimes I go like ask for a cup of tea, and then I'm like, thank you. Thinking this is hardly anything compared to what I normally have. I need 20 bricks. So somewhere along here, there's a red one full of mushroom stem, is the idea. Here we go. I need 32 of those, apparently. So bricks and mushroom stem come off the list. I'm a little concerned that some of this stuff might get accidentally destroyed in the process or something. And then I have to be like, gotta come all the way back. All right, 32 spruce leaves. I need 32 jungle. And 32 birch. Very good. So that's spruce and jungle and also birch, wherever that's listed. There it is. I need half a stack of redstone lamps. One time you had 5 hot chocolates in a day and I'm still not tired of them. I think I grow tired after 5. I think 5 would wear me out. 1 or 2 a day is good for me. Not sure if that's enough. Why is that left like that? That's actually, I think that's Joe doing that, because that's what I said to do. If you ever take something from over here, leave an item in the slot. But that's true of this bit, but not that bit. But anyway, people are listening. I'm happy. That's amazing. Oof, there we go. I think I need pistons, right? Redstone lamps, they come off the list. Pistons, gotta be on here. There's so much stuff on here. This list is ridiculous. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry with how much stuff's on here. I think I need like 5 shulker boxes. I've just realised loads of it's alphabetical as well, because I've got a list on the other screen. Wow, okay, I've got a lot of work to do then. So what did I get? I got redstone lamps, and then I started asking about pistons, so it'd be P. Yeah, so for some reason I need more of these other ones. I only need 16. Let's go ahead and do that. And probably get one of those shulker boxes on the ground already. We're going to head over to Loglands, peeps, in good time. Just going to do a bit of this to begin with while people are tuning in. You grow tired of hot chocolate after half a mug. Well, you can enjoy half a mug's worth, right? That's good. Right, so we've got this here. We'll put in the leaves, stems, bricks, those things. yeah, that's kind of it right now, isn't it? That's kind of it. Hi, X, your new video is so helpful. I'm glad to hear it. Loads of people have been saying that. Like, I kind of know it going into it, and then it's really nice to read the comments and be like, oh yeah, this is why we do this. People want this. It's always good to know. Right, these things are related to some stuff I'm doing over at Loglands, so let's like segregate the inventory a little bit here. Make it even easier to work with. Okay. It's the Doom Guy live stream. That's the one. Oh, and we got some noises in the air. We got ARX0 here with the Amazon Prime, and I am Modesty with the Prime for 19 months. Thank you for your support, peeps. Always appreciated. Stargate says, hi, Xisuma, what are you building? We'll be building stuff, air quotes, stuff, over in Loglands. But I'm going to make some notes as I do this for myself for later, because this is related to a project that I'm going to do soon. And it just occurred to me that making notes would be a smart thing as we pick these things out. Now, I've completely forgotten what I was talking about, wasn't it? What are we going to do later in the stream? We're going to go over to Loglands and work over there. I had a bit of like a oh moment when I realized something, right? And I'm going to need your input on it, because I'm not sure if I need to change this thing or not. But we were building with basalt over there, and I kind of reminded myself that I wanted to use a lot of wood. And I could use wood pillars instead of the basalt that I'm using. But then I was like, there's a lot of building to do in the future. Do we really want to start undoing stuff? So I feel like my gut feeling is no, but it might look really good to just stick to using logs wherever we can. We'll discuss that when we get over there. So we had spruce. I'm still crossing stuff off my list, people. There's so much on it. I've missed one of the logs. I'll get it later. Alright, so ore is on here as well. We need lots of ore, and I happen to have that. So coal ore is easy peasy. We also need diamond ore. Aha! Can do. Right, let's knock that one off. Coal ore. Now, I think maybe I don't have diamond ore. Or maybe it's in my backpack or something. There's one for ores in here, peeps. Trust. And I don't have 16. Ah. Well, I can use diamond deep slate, but I kind of feel sad that it's not the other type, because it's supposed to be the other type. So that's diamond ore off the list. Then I need emerald ore, lapis lazuli ore. Again, emeralds, doesn't look like we have it. Oops. Deleted 2 things instead of 1. Redstone ore, that's very important. Looks like, again, we're just going to go with this. And that is all of the ores for now. Okay, cool. So we'll drop those off in there. We just want to check emerald. Yeah, barely any emerald ore, so okay. I could have the regular redstone if I wanted to, actually. I think we'll do that. Okay, so ores go back. Which one was it again? I've totally forgotten. It didn't take me long to find it last time. I sort of memorized the position. Ah, okay, so we're going to go to the TCG shop. Which one is it? Oh, finally, okay. Cool, right, all these things go into there. Now we're good to push off. Ore snatching time. I am not the ore snatcher. I'm saying it now. Logs in Loglands. Who would have thought? Well, that's the point, right? Like, the building palette is supposed to be populated with mostly wood, is the idea. Hey X, I was wondering what your opinion on releasing an artist's music after death. The Mac Miller estate released an album today that is rumored to be its most ambitious and unique one ever. I think it depends on the artist, and I see people put statements out there into the wild. You know, it's terrible that they do this, like they're using their emotions or whatever. And I always remember someone said it about Frank Zappa. Like, it's disgusting how they, use Frank Zappa's image to put out more material or whatever. But the thing is, the guy himself wanted that. He wanted to make loads of material and have it come out after he died. And, like, all of these movies and albums that they've made with his stuff, like, that's what he wanted. So, like, what did Mac Miller want? I don't have the answer to that question, but someone out there will. If you take someone like Tupac, for example, he thought he was going to get killed, thought he was going to be assassinated, and so he... Oh, do you know what? I need to change my skin back to normal. He started recording as much as he could. And he recorded so much material, they actually made a movie about his life and his death and after his death, narrated entirely in his voice. It's called Tupac Resurrection. And it is just such an amazing movie. I need to rewatch that. I've said that so many times on stream and I haven't got around to it. It is so amazing to hear him narrate that story through his own words. Right, now let's unmute. Let's go say hi to Joe. Let's also drink a little bit more tea. This tea's done for now. Once you start collabing, that's it. You ain't gonna have a moment to sip any more tea. And it's getting a little bit cool. Right, that was a good healthy gulp. Let's see if Joe's over here. Hello?
Hi, Xisuma.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah, hey, I'm inside the shop. Come on in.
Hi. This place looks amazing.
Thank you.
I love your carpet. This is like going to Blockbuster in the 90s right here.
Oh, absolutely. That was what I was going for. Was that old school analog feel, you know? So it's very modern in that it's got the moss from the new update.
Oh, yeah.
I'm also using the new wood in the signs on the vending machines. I'm actually putting the cards in the vending machines with armor stands right now.
Sweet.
But, yeah, so new materials for an old school vibe.
Yeah, I like it. It suits so well. Oh, these weren't here last time I was hanging out.
Yeah, so I'm actually thanking everybody who contributed to the project. This one over here doesn't have a head yet. xisumavoid provided materials for card stock. So if you
just want to murder me. That's why you brought me over here.
No, I was going to say if you have an extra player head, that would be easier for me.
Do you want my player head or the Creaking? Because I just literally swapped my skin back.
I was going to wait until you swap to, xisumavoid if you could.
I'll swap it.
Yeah, we don't have to do that right now, but just at some point.
I'm on it, Joe. Like, I'll relog. Watch. Just like magic.
That was super fast. There's a bed upstairs if you want to set your spawn.
Okay, we'll do.
We could probably also get you some... This is a little bit messy up here right now.
I can see. It's a chest monster.
Yeah, this is where I'm getting everything organized. I got all the starter packs made. So, like, for example, here's a balanced starter pack.
I don't see where the bed is, but...
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I didn't bring my own. I left mine behind.
The bed is back in this corner here. Sorry. It's on the little balcony.
Okay, got it. Right, I'm going to throw all my stuff on the floor over here.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you want to put it in a barrel or something?
We'll live on the wild side for a minute. Okay. Oh, I don't want that. Bam. Yeah, just murderficate me over here.
Alrighty. Axe, axe, axe. Trident. I don't carry any weapons. Woo! I got Xisuma's head.
Nice.
I'm going to go drop this on the armor stand. I've currently got you posed as looking at one of the books and scratching your head. But if you want to have a different pose, I could definitely do whatever you'd like.
I love the poses. There's one problem, Joe. They're all looking out the window, and I feel like you want to identify who's who from in here, right?
Well, yes and no. That's kind of what the signs are for. But there's going to be a garden, actually.
Oh, okay.
So here, if you come outside, these are all going to be visible from the kind of little garden area. And so it's kind of like a storefront. Like, you know how they have the mannequins facing outward?
They do, yeah. They look very cute.
Yeah, I think,
They're
I had them
unbelievably
full
cute.
size, but then like making them little dolls, like in a real game shop, just kind of felt right, you know?
It does, yeah. Now that I see it from here, it makes total sense. That's cool.
Awesome.
Whoa! Phantoms! My favorite.
Yep.
They're here to harass us. I don't know where you've gone, by the way. I've lost... Oh, there you are. Hi.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I was still in the foyer. I was like, I didn't hear the phantoms. I need to turn my mob sounds on. Let me go sleep in the bed real quick, because they might be here for me.
That's a good
I've
idea.
been indoors working on the card shop. All those armor stands and stuff take a long time.
If you got a llama on the roof, you got llamas on your roof, Joe. Come on.
Do I? Is there a wandering
This is just typical Minecraft.
Oh my gosh. It didn't occur to me that they could spawn on roofs, but like, how would it know it was a roof? Yeah.
How would it know?
Okay. It wouldn't. But yeah, I'm super excited. I've got an example of one of the starter decks here.
Ooh.
So thanks for your help getting the beef and, or not beef, the Skiz and Joel cards. Let me see if I can find one that has a Skiz and Joel card.
Do you want to know why that stuff doesn't work? It's like
Why?
stupid typos. Like I put 2 Zs in Skiz by mistake, and then I spent ages looking through all the files trying to find like where I've made a mistake, or I forgot to close out a bracket in a JSON file. Right?
No, that's how these things go. But look, we've got little smallish beans there. Yay!
Yay! Woo!
I'm super hyped.
I got to have a look quickly. Just nice, brand new card, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Cleo and Cub did the map files. They created the maps on the huge platform with like wood and carpet and candles and stuff. Took them forever.
There's something going on here. Every map says it's unknown until you look at it.
Yeah, I think that's something where the server doesn't send the data.
Yeah, there's something about that.
I think
not
that's
normal.
a change between the old version of Minecraft and the latest. Yeah. So we've got 30 starter decks ready to go out in the mail to the different hermits.
Wow.
Very soon. Basically, all that's left on my end is I've got to get the booster pack vending machines going, and I've got to get the booster packs packed. Etho created some redstone for randomizing the contents of the booster packs, so he's going to teach me how that works, and then I can start building those too.
Nice.
So,
dude, you've gone all out here. Like, these boxes are like color-coded and themed.
Mm-hmm.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I wanted it to feel special. We obviously can't do the same kind of packaging that you would get in the actual, like, mail experience. But, this is close.
Yeah. It's really cool.
Oh, thank you. So, yeah, I've been looking forward to you getting back from the holidays so we could swing by the Hermit Homedale area and finish up that parking lot pixel art area.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Let's bounce. Let's go over there.
Yeah. You ready to fly over there now?
Yeah, you not got a portal hooked up?
Not inside the shop, because the TCG is so close to the main shopping or gaming district portal here that Pearl set up.
Yeah. I love this area. It's finally like populated. We've got buildings all over the place now. It's looking great.
Oh yeah.
That's one of my favorite things about playing on here.
Mm-hmm. Seeing how stuff fills in.
Yes. Yeah, over time it all builds up.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so you're this way.
There I go. So I'm not sure which portal is actually closest, but I've actually... no, yeah, I am. Look at this, because the map actually looks like the pixel art parking lot. Oh,
yes.
And then I can see that portal's right there.
Perfect.
Super handy.
What a great portal Nether hub concept. A giant map.
Oh no!
Oh, it's the mailing system.
Oh,
not again.
No. Okay. This is not a bit, people.
I feel like I've been here before to this one. Actually, they probably all look very similar, don't they?
Is there a ladder up and out of each of these or no?
Well, there's one here. I'm just trying to activate. Come on. Yes. Oh, that was so good. Okay, I got out. Oh, he's added this like recently, right? Oh, I can't hear Joe.
I'm on my way. Woo!
Did he add this recently?
Yeah, this is a brand new one.
Right.
And so it didn't occur to me that, yeah, that portal... Oh, you know what? I think he ripped the portal off the mountain because he knew it was going to interact.
And then you got the one on the other side, so that one will probably have to go.
But the one on the other side's still there. Yeah, okay, I got to fix that.
That makes sense.
But yeah, if we swing this way... I got some of the wool put in while you were away, but I didn't want to finish the project without you.
Oh, okay.
So
right, so we need some black wool.
Yeah, I've got some in some shulkers prepped right over here.
Nice. Let's get placing. I had an idea for what I might put on here.
Oh, yeah? What were you thinking?
Well, what I originally pictured was just like going into Creative World and like thinking and placing blocks, right? And see what you come up with. But then I couldn't get this idea of putting the Doom guy, like, not my Doom guy, but like the Doom guy on here. However,
yeah, that's fun.
Are we limited to like 16 colors?
Well, if you use carpets, then yes.
Oh, yeah, of course.
That's part of the... Now, the thing is, though, I'm not sure if, like, mossy carpet or some of the other carpety type things, like, have a different color, or if they end up being the same color as the normal carpets.
Like you're thinking maps, aren't you?
Yeah, well, oh, you're right, because this is not intended for map use. This is for people to fly over. Yeah, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, so then, yeah, you would also have some other stuff, too, that you could use.
Yeah, this is the thing I was thinking. I was starting to think about using map, like, you know, like getting an image file of the Doom guy and converting it, and I was like, oh no, that's a map thing. Like, this is pixel art.
Yeah.
And the way, when I was building it over at Corralis's, it was vertical, so like you could use any block in theory, and it was for viewing, not through a map. But now it's flat, so, I mean, who's to say someone can't just come over here and build, like, a star or something on its side, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, really, like, I figure once we get this done, you can announce whatever your vision for it is to the broader Hermitcraft server and, you know, welcome people over here. But yeah, like, I am in general, like, the more open-ended something is, like, sometimes the more people are likely to do it. You know, having a few constraints does help kind of focus the artistic mind sometimes. So it's a balance.
I think we shouldn't say anything. I think we should be like, this space is for making pixel art and just see what people do with it.
Yeah, that's... Yes.
We do have one technical problem, though. When it snows, doesn't the snow settle on this black wall?
Well, yes and no. Anything that we build with carpet, the snow won't settle on. And we can also place black carpet on the bits that, like, around the pieces of art that we want to keep.
Yeah.
From getting snowed on. But realistically, I can just come in here and pretend I'm a snowplow with a bucket of water. And on the areas that nobody's done... Because the snow's only going to really accumulate in the areas where there is nothing, right?
Exactly.
So I can always just come with a bucket of water and snowplow the thing if we need to. But... I don't know. I'm kind of curious to see how it looks. Like, maybe it'll look cool when it snows. Maybe it won't make sense to clear it. Like,
I just went out of range of Joe. I just went out of range of you. Sorry, I went to pick up wool and then you drifted into the distance. I kind of remembered when I set this up. I did go and put like chests full of carpet. So the idea was like it's flat and you use carpet, so probably best to stick to that and then... Oh, there's a hole here. Figure out the rest later.
Yeah, I didn't bother making shears for this part because I was like, how many times are we going to place blocks incorrectly? And the answer is always more times than you would expect.
Yeah. That's true of a lot of things in Minecraft. You know, you think you need a few blocks for a project, you grab a stack, it turns out, oh wait, no, I need like 5 stacks. Same with the wall, actually. I just went and picked up like 5 stacks or something, and despite having already run out of that very quickly.
Oh, I mean, one of those shulkers should have been almost full, because there were 3 shulkers over there, and
I think there's just enough.
Okay, great.
But it would be a key example if we did run out. Anyway, this thing's almost done. How big do you think the area is in total?
Ooh, I have no idea. I know I placed a lot of black wool over here.
I mean, you got stats for that, right? Like, you could look it up and then you could get like a rough idea.
I go to my statistics here. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I was looking at it the other day. Somebody was like, "How much sugarcane have you picked up for making those maps for the TCG game?" 214,000 sugarcane I've picked up.
That's insane. You shared a number with us the other day related to the TCG stuff, and I was just like, "Whoa! I can't believe like how much resources is going into this. It's crazy."
Oh yeah, we've used a lot of stuff from a lot of people. Like, oh, the number of let me see how many times I've crafted compasses. I've crafted 33,000 compasses.
That's bonkers.
So that's the redstone and iron and stuff that you and Hypno and Tango provided. Okay.
I got to remember that at the end of the season, I'm going to do a the season told through statistics video. That'll be an interesting one to pull up.
Okay, I've placed 16,587 black wool.
Interesting. I know I placed a lot when I did some of the pixel art stuff. Sorry, map art stuff, so I might have a similar number.
I'm realizing I don't have a bed over here. I'm going to fly out of range real quick.
All right. Peeps, lots of noises in the ear coming through, including James Drew, 27, 100 months. 100. Something special happens. When we're done here with Joe, we'll be... I'll be acknowledging all of y'all, and you'll see that amazing animation once again. So stick around for that. And thank you for 100 months in advance.
And I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, the scale of this project, I really did not understand how big this whole Hermit Homedale thing was going to be. I was like, yeah, 1,600 blocks by 1,600 blocks? That's not too bad. That's a lot of blocks, it turns out.
Yeah, that's got to be like 15 million or something.
Yeah, now I'm not doing the whole, like, I don't have to terraform every bit of that area, but, like, the map I'm working from is that big. But, like, the oval over here, it's 900 meters on the major diameter. I guess over here is all around us, really. But, like, you know, the outer road, if we want to hop in a voice group, we could fly around a little bit more.
Let's do that. Open recording. There we go.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm going to use FreeCam, actually. FreeCam is... well, you know what? No, maybe we will fly. Go on. You lead the way.
I was going to say, yeah, sorry, I don't have FreeCam. I use that Hinkelmax thing with the Camutils. But yeah, the main oval here is 900 blocks on the major diameter and 600 blocks on the minor diameter.
I'm using Bobby and it's not even loading everything.
Oh, well, you probably haven't flown around the whole thing. So
Bobby is kind of, I don't know, like, I noticed when I was recording a couple of days ago, I was in the area that I've flown around, you know, like near my base, and it was just kind of like not loading stuff off in the distance, and I don't know why. It's very similar to like past Minecraft performance. You remember back in the day, you know, like you'd have your render distance up, yet for some reason those chunks over there, they just don't want to load, right? It's been a bit like that. Unless I fly around to prompt them to load, they don't actually like load up, which is really quite strange. In fact, it kind of looks like where I just was is out of range. Let's check the settings. Max render distance 64. I'm still on 40. Maybe I'll bump it up to like 48 chunks. We'll rock and roll with that for a little while. Anyways, I'm in the center now, and it's kind of loading bit by bit.
I definitely miss the days of Invidium. Like that and Bobby Mod together was just the single best performance combo.
Why did we stop using it? Was there a reason?
So the developer of Invidium didn't have some of the like glass overlay stuff as good as Sodium did. I was just kind of like, you know what? Sodium looks more accurate. Just use that.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't care about the glass overlap accuracy. I care about high-speed, long-distance rendering. Like, and so I cannot wait until Cortex resumes work on NVIDIA. But for right now,
you should let them know. You should drop them a message. They're in our modded channel. Drop them a message.
Well,
just say like, hey, I love that. Then they might be like, oh, well, someone wants to use it. Let's do it then.
I think they know people want to use it. I think it's just more one of those things where they don't want to work on it right now.
Fair enough.
They're working on another project, so it's like I don't want to rush them, you know?
Fair enough, yeah. This place looks so insane from up here.
Yeah,
so cool.
It has been a big project. I'm actually getting ready to start work on the interior of the building as soon as I get done with the TCG stuff.
Nice.
I mean, I'm definitely excited to play some TCG as well, but, you know, once I'm not making a bunch of cards every night, it's going to be a lot easier to get out here and get a different kind of grind going.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Well, I'm going to be heading back here soon to do some pixel art, that's for sure.
Excellent. Yeah, I'm going to start brainstorming some ideas too. I didn't want to do anything there until you made the general invite to the other hermits.
I always say if you got an idea, just rock and roll and get going with it.
Okay, well, I'll see what I can come up with then. Thank you very much, Xisuma. This has been a lot of fun, and I'm excited to have you and Cub Fan as kind of our anchor tenants over here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Cub built the maze.
The labyrinth.
That's it. Yeah. Cool.
Now we got you over here too, so very excited.
All right,
thank you, X.
Thank you for everything you're doing with the maps. I can't wait to play some TCG. It's going to be great.
Awesome.
All right, see you around.
You later.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, my friends, let's hop through the nether. Let's switch. I've been sat. My bum, it's all numb. We've got noises in the air to get back to. Then I can get back to you, chat. I've been ignoring you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. James Drew, 27, coming in with the prime, 100 months. This means that you're in the dungeon, my dude. You're in the dungeon. Oh, what's going on here? Have you seen this before? If you haven't, comment below. I mean, and if you have, I mean, if you're near to 100 months, I would have hoped you'd have seen this by now. This is your fate, your destination. Comedy says, I have not. Well, here it is. These are all the wonderful people that have been subscribed for over 100 months. Insane. Insane. I can't believe how many of you there are. It's wild. So thanks a lot with the bed there. Oh. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. There we go. There we go. So thank you so much, my dude. We also got Spooky Dokie here for 82 months. Robina for 2 months. Zombified Bro with the Prime. Thank you for using that on me. If you did not know, peeps, you can get a free Amazon Prime subscription with your Amazon Prime over here on Twitch. We also got Tesla here for 8 months. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Is this how you treat your fans? Says Comedy Canny. This is how Evil X treats all of y'all, you know. You stick around for too long, he'll lock you up in a dungeon. I'm just saying. I'm a bystander here. Let's put the black wall over here. Right, let's not do the whole grabbing items from chests because that's probably boring for you. Let's go over to Loglands. We're just doing a little bit of that at the beginning of the stream. Elliot Draws, 15 months. Dad joke of the month. Why didn't the dinosaurs clap their hands? Because they're extinct. Well, excuse me. Do dinosaurs have hands? I mean, they might have something that we call hands. But like, that long ago, I don't know if they would be hands as we know them today. Also, I was going to say they might have clapped their hands. You said, why can't they? They can't because they're extinct, yeah. Present tense. Got you. I noticed this the other day. Look at the, they're not lined up properly. How did that happen? This thing might need to get ripped out soon as well. Becca11, thank you for 51 months. I want to be in Evil X's dungeon. Well, you're halfway there. Just keep doing what you're doing. You know? That guy Ziggy says X streaming on YouTube, question mark? Me? Streaming on YouTube? Is this some sort of happy accident? Let's see. What have I done since the last stream? Well, built up all of this stuff a little bit more. Started working on the furnace area. Started to dig this down. I've got a mini HUD shape here. If I press that button, is that... Hello? Why is that not working? That's not doing anything. Oh, that's not how... Wait. Why would that not work? There it goes. Okay, I think it thought I was holding down a key that I wasn't or something. This is like my rough impact crater. It'll go down to the deep slate level a fair bit, but it doesn't have to be a perfect sphere. It just gives me a little bit of like a guideline so that as we build this whole thing out, we can kind of define a shape. And I think it would be really cool if this crater opens up into this area and then the farm sort of sits at the front of it is kind of my thinking. Anyway, let's go ahead and turn that off. So that's like a guideline for as we work on the area. Over here, I gotta make this look better, but we're gonna have like a cobblestone overhang. And I had an idea earlier today. I have so many ideas, I need to keep track of them. We're producing clay, mud, things like that. Apparently cobblestone. What we should do is like create a visual for it where you can see that, like a little hangar bay that you can go into and see those. And I was kind of thinking around here might be a good spot for it. Now, I've got ideas. Y'all have probably got ideas. The best way, I think, for us to document them is to leave signs lying around, because we can start to formulate a vision as... Where am I going here? Like, signs are auto-crafted, right? Also, how I've never labeled these barrels and what's inside of them, I don't know. Are signs auto-crafted? Ah, they're auto-crafted back here. Okay. X looks at both YouTube chat and Twitch chat. He just ignored both, says Bear. Yeah, that's right. I just ignore them, Bear. Totally not reading your message. Totally not reading your message right now. Just ignoring it. That's what I'm doing. So I feel like somewhere under here we could have a hangar that you like look into. So we would have clay, we would have bricks, terracotta, etc. Now that would require for there to be like a big opening square here. So when we work on that, that's an idea for there. I don't think I've got too many other ideas that need to be written down. Purple is an idea, says Becca. Nope. Nope, it's not. Purple is not an idea, it's a block, and I can't use it. I cannot use it. As you can see in here, I started to work a little bit on how this is going to look. The idea is that, you know, everything's like wooden. So I toyed around with some ideas. I actually started with these blast furnaces here being frog lamps. Right, and it's kind of weird because this is a really cool texture, but it doesn't really stand out here. It feels like a bit of a waste. But it's there, just like tucked away. Light here comes from glow lichen, and the reason we don't put tons of light here, I mean, I've got to get rid of that, is because we want the furnaces to light up the room. So this is the direction that it's ended up going in, essentially. And I think what we'll do today is we'll work on what's like in front of us that we can just continue with, get a feel for it, and then kind of figure out as we go along. Heart Gamer says ignoring us is what he does best. Again, reading your message. Literally not ignoring you. Oh! We got noise in the air. We got a big noise in the air. First of all, let me grab enough for two. Wow, filled up my inventory. Enough for that many. Enough for that many stacks of composters. And then we'll read these noises. We'll investigate. Oh, also I needed more of that stuff anyway. So we're gonna have lots of this in there. Maybe a little bit of that. Definitely gonna have a whole bunch of trapdoors, like crazy amount of trapdoors. And then I need to run the farm again, really. Okay, that'll do for now. Right, we got some gifted subs coming in. A crazy amount. Axotalian, thank you so much for your gifted subs. I appreciate your generosity ever so much. Thank you for supporting the community. And peeps, if you hear your name being read out loud, be sure to say thanks in the chat. I've got to do something super important. Oh, the Minecraft launcher has died again. Why does it do that? It goes blank when you leave it running. Let's change the skin back. I am Xisuma, remember? Alright. Relati Craft. Sir 1. Finterviewer. Chibi Plays Games. The Life of L. Linkthy 13. Mori Chris. Sunny Days 90. Mammoth Mammy. Mystic Pig. Nathan Jr. Cupid Basil. Sane Unicycle. Bloxco Bruh. Pluto Cheese. Moo 7, The Weirdo Fees, Daddy Wiggles, Swan On Plays Games, Prince Puka, Turing Ux, Joe Hills, Joe's watching, Cyborg King, Republic of Pixels, Ash, oh god, it's so difficult to say. Axolotl, it's like Axolotl but with an ash, jeez. Also, Becca gifting a sub to Zeal and Ardor. Wait, is there someone watching called Zeal and Ardor? What's going on there? Becca, I know you like metal, so I can't help but suspect there might be something metallic going on here. But yeah. Thank you so much for those gifted subs again. Peeps, if you're here watching on Twitch, you can get a gifted sub because of these generous people. And that gives you all the emotes and cool stuff like that, right? In the chat. Does YouTube even have the equivalent of gifted subs? I'm not sure if it does or not. Like, the big thing people say is that the YouTube experience for streaming isn't like the Twitch one yet. It's like nowhere near it. First time catching me live, what are we working on? We're working on Loglands. We are just building out the furnace section at the moment. And I know most of what we've got to do here. We're just going to build up this big shape. It's kind of the idea. YouTube does have gifted subs. Ah, okay, it does, right. Ooh, let's break that. Got to be super careful breaking stuff around here, because then it might like go into the hoppers and mess stuff up. That's what I'm concerned about with this project. I thought X and Impulse only streamed on Twitch. I ain't sure I'm complaining. I'm glad I can watch their streams live now. Yeah, you know, multi-stream is a thing now. People are doing it. People are doing it, right. What happens at this point here, I'm not sure. But I'm going to do that. And we'll figure it out when we get there. So, we go once again. All the way around, and then that's the roof. Dev says multi-stream is powerful. It takes a lot of power to do it. You got to stream to a relay server. Is this a super smelter? Yeah, it's a very fast smelter. I think it does like 80 items at once or something. Or maybe like 90 or 100, I can't remember. I think it might even be 100 because there was this thing about... After I built it, I realized it wasn't far from scaling up to do 128, so like 2 stacks in one go. You're not a fan of Twitch, you can't stand the ads on Twitch, they're so aggressive. Yeah, they've gotten aggressive with that. That's the thing they've done, for sure. Right, so, let's try and do this bit here. Okay, so I want to get in there. I'm kind of surprised that rail is still powered. We replace it like that. Might as well do the next one as well. Might as well do all of them, really. Ah, now that time, it kind of felt to me like we didn't get it back. Yep, and we didn't. Okay, so that's what I got to look out for, right? You don't go there, you go on top. Then we got 2 on this side. Oh, wait, did I get the block last time or not? Well, that's full, so that time I got it. I think it'll be alright. I just need to remember to double check that. I removed this off the hotbar, so I wasn't paying attention to it. You feel like you're getting gaslit because you've only got 1 ad on Twitch. It's a thing. It's a thing. There's aggressive ads on Twitch. There's no doubt about it. I've seen it. But, you know, it's different. Remember, algorithms manipulate stuff, so it could be that, like, because you're maybe a new viewer, it's like, well, we're not going to overwhelm this person, or maybe it's like you tune out when ads come on, so they play you less. Who knows? Who knows? Twitch knows. Okay, so where does the lever go now? I think it's got to go facing the player. Because what I want to do around here is now start to integrate this a little bit more. And we are clearly lacking light, but that's fine because I know where the next bits of light are going to go. Also depends on your country, rules and algorithm. There you go, there you go. There's always different factors to this stuff. Hey, Ken is here on YouTube doing a super chat. X, you need to opt in to allow gift subs on YouTube. Oh, do I? Let me make a note. I'll do that after today's stream. That's interesting they would do it that way. Cool. Right, I made a note. Thanks for bringing that to my attention. However, I will always encourage people on YouTube to come partake on Twitch. Like, now I'm streaming to most. If anything changes in the future, I'm going to be staying on Twitch. So it's like, y'all can get a taste of what the streaming is like. And then if you want to, you know, if you come watch over here on Twitch, this is kind of like where we've been doing it for 10 plus years, you know? All right, so let's stand about here. I'm going to put in a chain and then guess. Gotcha. Yeah, that probably wants to come out like 1 more block. So this is now our beam that goes across, right? Ads let me support the streamer. I'm broke. So times I deal with them. Lameo says Fen. Rare. You see, the thing is, I think the ads don't really make much of a difference compared to the direct support I get from all of you. And in my mind, I think it would be a better experience for everyone if they just didn't have aggressive ads on Twitch. But, you know, Twitch has got to pay its bills, so this is the situation we're in. Yeah, so that's kind of nice right there, I think. Do I have an axe? I don't have an axe. I should really have an axe if I'm doing stuff with wood. Where did I put my ender chest, right? You set a little location for where you're going to work, and then, as I do, I then go and work somewhere slightly different. So like, if I were working on the resin bit right now, that would be brilliant, but I'm not. I'm working on this bit over here. "10 years, ... It's not actually 10 years yet, but I've been on YouTube for like 12 or 13 now. You know, like I was saying the other day about like nostalgia having this kind of tone to it that can be kind of like sad sometimes or depressing. And I don't get that when I think back on YouTube. I almost like expect it. Like I was reminiscing on some of the old seasons of Hermitcraft, and like they're just good memories. I'm like, I enjoyed this so much. What's there to complain about? I like that. YouTube's been nothing but fantastic the whole journey, right? You've been going back through my MCC stream. Oh, cool. I hope you've had fun with that. Hawk Phantom, thank you for using your Amazon Prime. Very much appreciated. Hope you enjoy the emotes over here on Twitch. I reckon a little bit extra in the middle here might look cool. Or maybe not, actually. We need to see the contrast with the rest of it. So now that we've got that in place, let's just go put in more trapdoors at the beginning here. I don't have any scaffolding. Scaffolding. Let's get some scaffolding then. By the way, how do y'all like these little bits that I've been doing? Like, since we last streamed, I've filled in so much more of what's going on here. That's kind of the most of it though, just this area, like some bits here weren't there. And then a little bit of detail here and there over in that area. How do y'all like it? Looks great, thank you. Oh, and the basalt chat, like, should we change that over to log? I don't think I should try now. I think we should move forward trying to use logs everywhere and wait until there's more logs in the place and then be like, does that look good because it isn't logs, or does it feel like it needs to be logs too? That's the way I think we should approach that. Okay, I heard the sound of clicking twice, even though that wasn't on. Okay, this is annoying. Like, my inventory is full. Yeah, I heard the sounds of it clicking twice, so we're good, we're good. Let's go around and do these one by one, I reckon. Basalt is just a stone log. It does look like a stone log, I'll give you that. For a second, I thought that was the main base, says Castle Becky. This is bigger than the main base, right? Locklands is bigger than the main base. Oh, I don't think I heard it. Did it double click? I wasn't paying attention. Did the number go up? Oh, caught it. I caught it. Okay, so from 8 to 9. This time we're good. Now we go and build all these little bits behind it and bring it all together again. Oh, this is actually, okay, this is actually where it comes across. Yeah, and I think what we'll do is we'll have it go like this way. And then does that line up with where the lamp is? It does. That's good, that's good. I like that a lot. Let's get our lamps back here. Unwoven Rainbow! 61 months. Thank you so much, Rainbow. Appreciate it and all you do. Hope everything's going well. And yeah, thank you, thank you. Basalt makes an amazing burnt out tree. Ooh, yeah, I imagine it would. Imagine it would. It would! I imagine it would, yo! Oh, that was so good. I didn't even realise it. What a pun. Alright, there we go. Let's get another one in. So the atmosphere in here now is wonderful. I like that. I do feel like we're going to want to see a little bit of contrast in this roof, right? So I was about to layer in a lot of spruce trapdoors, and now I'm wondering, maybe it should be something different. Now, dark oak would be good, but I don't have a lot of dark oak farmed. And we are trying to keep it wooden themed. Let's also extend this over here a little bit, because I think this pattern is going to sort of repeat into this area somewhat. We could go for slabs as well. It doesn't have to be... Yeah, it doesn't have to be trapdoors, right? What is a watch streak? I don't know. Might be one of those Twitch things that they've added that I'm just not aware of. We've added watch streaks, and we haven't told the creators. So yeah, if we do this layer here, rather than filling it all in, is that the way it was there? It is, it is, it is. Rather than filling this all in, what I think we'll do is put some dark oak in here, I think. Oh, and look, there's a layer of that stuff there. So now I've got to go and do this everywhere. That's good. X watch streaks are a channel point thing. What are channel points? What are they? Oh my god, I don't even know what they are. What is the block under the glass? Oh yeah, it's glazed terracotta. I was originally thinking we'd have like some fantastical glazed terracotta design, right? I see those posted to like the subreddit, the Minecraft subreddit, and I'm always like, oh, it's so cool, I want to do that one day. And then every time I take the opportunity to try and do one, I can't seem to like put them together in a way that's really cool. And then I give up. And so I gave up and I just put that pattern in. Why did I come over again? I remember. Yes, this chest here will serve us. 15? Yeah, 15. Do that. Head over here. Okay, let's see. Whoops. Yeah, that feels like that's right. That's right. Let's go put it in. Let's do it from the top. It's got to be easier to build it from the top, surely. The organized shoulder boxes make you so happy. I'm glad the shoulder boxes do. Wait, am I filling? Yeah, no, that's right. I'm filling it all the way in. That is how we want it to look. The inside, though, like this middle bit, I think my gut is telling me. And when my gut tells me something, I'm like, gut, you have a voice? Let's go do this. I reckon this is the way to do it. Huh. Do a little jump. We've been raided. We got a raid. Joe Hill's coming in with the raid. Welcome all the raiders. Thank you, Joe, for the raids. Very much appreciated. You were gifted a sub earlier, by the way. I, for some reason, thought you were watching. Oh, that's the way you do it. That's great. That's wonderful. That's a really good roof. Now, what this room lacks is like a pop of color. But I think the real idea is that you watch it light up, so we can keep that. I can't help but feel that this might extend quite well out to there, but one of the things we're going to do with this place is create this sense of a view of like looking out. So it will be opened up. Now I reckon that means that this is going to be some like rickety wooden walkway, and then there'll be more structure below as we dig out the space. The thing that I am sort of toying with at the moment is just the use of these blocks. I originally kind of really wanted them to be a big part of the aesthetic, but they kind of feel like they're for building redstone on. Like they don't really fit into too much other stuff. So now we're like, actually, you know, if we're going to have all this wood everywhere, we need to kind of hide it a little bit. Joe, you got to grab lunch. Awesome, man. Have a nice meal. Today I had a chicken salad. And earlier in the day, I had lasagna and chips, which was a real treat. With some eggs as well. Yo! Big sub bomb dropping in! Bonks Ents! More gifted subs. Thank you for your generosity, my dude. PK Fabby, Catman Man, MEU, Dead Content, Echo Wolf, The Cat Queen, Daz in My Eyes, One Toxic Dog, Kinder Shay, and The Classical. Y'all been gifted subs. Be sure to say thanks in that chat. And Bonks, thank you for your generosity, my dude. It's appreciated. It is appreciated. Right, so on this side over here, we have this issue of like, falling through blocks. No, we have this issue of like this technical redstone blocks that I don't want to replace with something different aesthetically. How do y'all feel about this? Tell me if you see the problem that I'm seeing. It's like, we can put trapdoors on this, but like, we're not going to fully hide it. And I feel like maybe there's a block that would help blend these wooden textures and those blocks together, but I don't know what they are. And as I say that out loud, something pops into my head, so we'll explore, we'll investigate. Now, I think we need a little bit of contrast around here, so I'm going to try my hand at something a little more ambitious. Okay, something broke with this again, with the redstone. I've got to go fix it. Is it rude to say there should be some more foliage? It's not rude to say anything, but I do think you got to realize that we don't do everything at once. We do passes. So if you suggest something like that, it's like, well, you know, we haven't got there yet, right? Does doing something like this help tie it together? Is kind of what I'm wondering. Because now it feels like the woods has sort of merged a little bit with it. Like they're doing this, they're holding all this stuff up together, and now it feels a little more worthwhile. Worthwhile? I don't know what I'm saying sometimes. Also, the location of this is kind of like right in the middle of the view. I could wiggle it around a little bit. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. Yeah, I think this one here is going to have to change or something. Any opinions? Which blocks feel like this should be used for redstone? These ones are used for redstone, right? Chat, where's your opinions? Y'all gone quiet. Y'all gone quiet. We're trying to mix wood, right? But then these blocks are going to be very prevalent. Not here, but where the redstone is, they're going to be very prevalent. Brown terracotta. I think you're suggesting a replacement. I'm kind of saying we're not able to replace them. How do we blend them together? But maybe you're saying brown terracotta could blend them. Purple. I'm only taking serious suggestions. You use dirt. I don't think dirt would work. My gut tells me no. My gut tells me maybe. Just maybe. Oh, this is what's infuriating. Just like, I want to do all this stuff. Now I ain't got the space for it. I tell you what, I feel like I do have too many of those, but yeah. Mud, leaves. I don't think leaves. I want something that like pulls them together, as opposed to just like putting leaves next to those blocks doesn't make sense to me because they don't have like a synergy, like a shared story. At least I don't see that. So the fences idea was okay, but maybe the birch one wasn't the right color. I reckon stripped oak logs might be helpful too. Lime concrete is the obvious solution. Pale woods. Don't think I see it. Brown mushrooms. Some kind of stone wall, more sturdy. That's a good suggestion. I like that. I feel like a stone wall could help sell it a little more. Like here, I don't know. It just still feels like this structural block that doesn't blend with anything very well. It just sort of has this. Can't quite put it into words. Polish basalt into wood. Don't know. Let's try. So like some stripped logs underneath it. I feel like those could go closer together with a couple of other blocks, perhaps. Right, I'm gonna mute for a second because I've got my jumper on and I'm getting way too warm. Some cool suggestions I'm seeing. Blast furnaces. Now, blast furnaces actually kind of move you from that to this color, so then you could put something darker on top of it. But, you know, then I think that requires like a lot of space to blend and make that stuff work together. Oh yeah, and then we're out, so do that. That's starting to bring them together a little bit, just a little bit. And then our walkway, whatever it's built of, could connect off of that. It's still not quite right, but what is definitely right is the ceiling. So I think let's just focus on what's working. Let's have a little chat. Let's have a little waffle and just build the second section and like get everything here that's currently working into place. And then we'll worry about that other stuff later. You know, sometimes it takes a little time to click. I've noticed in this game it's good to like take a breather. You can work on stuff and then you start to run dry on some ideas, and that's when you need that break. You need to let the idea rest for a little bit. We got a super chat here from Rizlavino. Oh, sorry, Vinzo. Missed a letter. Thank you so much for your generosity, my dude. Very much appreciated. No message with that one, but thank you. If you want to leave a message in chat, I'll try and keep an eye out for it. I'll do my best. So what do y'all want to talk about today? It's talkie time. We know what blocks we're placing. We're just doing the grind. Yeah, let me know what's on your mind. What do you want to talk about? After you snatch some diamond ore blocks from Doc, what do you think about breaking Benjamin? Yeah, okay, so I didn't do that. You know, I didn't do that. And breaking Benjamin, barely ever listened to him, so, you know, anticlimactic. TikTok getting banned in the US. I thought Mr. Beast was buying it, right? I don't know. I think TikTok style content is brain rot, personally. And look, I don't want to sound like some judgmental old wheeze. You kids today and you're TikToking, but just out of personal preference, TikTok content is just so rapid fire and like air quotes shallow. That's TikTok helped me realize what stuff I was watching on YouTube that wasn't worth my time. And now I really enjoy listening to music more. You know, I'm not skipping songs constantly. You know, like I'm really getting into this stuff. Like it reminded me to enjoy stuff on the deeper level and not to get sucked into these like shallow contents of, I didn't want to use my dark oak slabs. Oh, go on then. Whatever. Yeah, not to get sucked into this shallow content of just like tiny little snippets that get your dopamine going, right? It's got me more interested in watching movies, enjoying longer form content, giving my attention, like trying to give my full attention to stuff, which is difficult. Like there's always distractions and stuff going on, but it helped me kind of identify that I prefer doing things that harder, longer way. What are my top 5 bands? Dimmu Borgir, Rollins Band, Metallica. And then after that, there's quite a few that I might slip into there. Maybe Emperor. There's quite a few after those 3. X, do you know Epic the Musical? I'm pretty sure it's something, not something that suits your taste, but I'm curious. Well, I don't like musicals, so there's a good chance that I won't enjoy it. Let's see. Poster Nerd, thank you for 35 months, my dude. Very much appreciate you coming by and resubscribing. Thank you so much. Hope you're enjoying the stream, my dude. Thank you. Do I listen to any alternative rock? Yeah. Don't mind a bit of alt rock. I think like Smashing Pumpkins might be one of my favorites. Black Flag, I love Black Flag. Wouldn't put them in my like, top 10 or anything, but yeah. X, thoughts on dead internet theory. As someone who's been on the internet since the 90s, like the texture of it, the feeling of being online has shifted through different phases, and I don't think so much that the internet is air quotes dead, as I do think the way in which it's changed kind of feels less organic, less personal, less unique. Things become a bit kind of like homogenized and similar, especially with like the creator economy, I guess, and so many people now, like, you know, I've been in the air quotes creator economy from early on. Wait, wasn't I just using spruce slabs to craft all of that? Like, why does it have to be spruce? Wasn't birch the one that I had a stupid amount of? So where TikTok kind of like, and a few other platforms, and just the general increase over time of content being easier and easier to deliver and faster to create, you have this like creator economy. It's kind of become a bit homogenized and samey, if that makes sense, I think. So I don't know about this dead internet thing, but you know, there's definitely like a lot less personal feel than there used to be. For example, if you were searching Google in like 97 or something and going to websites, every website you went to you could feel the personality of someone who made that like god-awful looking web page, right? Whereas now so much of the content you get comes through like from a person through a slick platform. So then, you know, every part of that platform feels the same except for the content. Or, you know, you're searching for something and you just come across these like dull, lifeless pages that are all about optimizing for SEO and for getting clicks and stuff. So it's lost a lot of that old school feel that it had. And there were times when YouTube first came around where it was starting to change, but it still retained that. It still felt like it had that indie vibe to it, but that's long gone now, I think. Simulcast, how to handle multiple chats, says Nistu. They're just combined. They're just combined together, that's all. I think I have to rebuild this little bit here. And now will probably be a good time because we're kind of building this bit up. But I'm not going to jump straight into that because there's lots of building and rebuilding to do here. Custom MySpace pages were pretty cool when that was a thing too. Dude, I would spend ages editing CSS, you know, style sheet, trying to like make my page look super cool. Love that. Whoops. Love that. Why am I using composters? Because that's the texture that I want to use here. You loved editing your MySpace page. RIP all your pictures. Yeah, all that MySpace content's long gone, right? There's a sort of weird assumption with putting stuff online. You kind of, oh, it's going to be there forever, but they can't know that for certain. CS is the bane of your literal existence. You cannot grasp it. It's not that difficult to grasp. You must be trying not to. Like, you know, it's basically just a reference point, right? Like your HTML tag says reference this part of the CSS, and then the CSS just fills in the blanks on that tag. So it allows you to have, let's say, 100 different tags in your page that reference the same bit of CSS. So when you go into the CSS and change its color or text size, like it changes across the board. It's just a great, it's like a shortcut, you know, it's a way to have bits of the code be a reference. What am I looking for here? I think just that. Don't know why I flew away. Everyone loves to talk about digital footprint, but MySpace is a great example of why that isn't realistic. I wouldn't say it's not realistic. We have digital footprints. That's absolutely a thing. I just think the permanence of this stuff is perhaps like, it shouldn't be assumed that all of our online data is permanent, right? Things can happen. Data centers might become victim of a natural disaster or something, right? You know, what if some cosmic event happens and we get like a massive spike of electromagnetism that like knocks out all the hard drives and erases all the data on them? Well, now, you know, now we lost everything. Oh, whoops, I just did that the wrong way around. So it's true of all formats, you know, if you store stuff in books, books can burn. So it's just one of those things. I mean, it's the same with life. Like, no matter how hard you try to make something that's truly permanent, it'll all change with enough time. Snocky, thank you ever so much for 14 months. Love the in-depth stream convos. I'm glad you do. It seems that people do like it. I mean, If you got anything you want to talk about, throw it in the chat. Thank you for your support, my dude. Like that one solar storm that fried the telegraphs. I'm not sure I know what one you're referring to, because when these events happen, they're usually quite widespread, right? Like it'll affect, you know, either the whole globe or at least like half of it. So then you hear about one of these magnetic storms coming. And then if you're not immediately affected, like, because wasn't it last year there was like this one that they've been talking about for years? There's going to be this massive magnetic storm. We don't know what it's going to do. It might knock everything out. And then that day just came and went, and like everything seemed fine. But I did learn that apparently some places were affected to some extent, but it wasn't like there were these big news stories about it. So I don't know the full extent of what happened with that, basically. But like, it wasn't big enough that it became like a huge story or anything, as far as I'm aware. Bonks, Ents, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for those gifted subs earlier as well, my dude. Much appreciated, not forgotten. Thanks for supporting the channel, my dude, and our community. Hello, Xisuma, quick question, if that's alright. What are some mods that you have found that are essential for running Hermitcraft? TNT King hasn't been on my channel today. You've been outed. You haven't watched the latest video. The latest video is literally just answering your questions, so go check it out. I'm concerned by the uptick in solar storms. I've tried to research if it's something to worry about, but it seems most scientists are like, meh. And if it's something serious, there's not much we can do. Yeah, I've heard it talked about for a long time. And it's something like, you know, isn't it Yellowstone Park in America is like a volcano that's technically active, and it hasn't erupted for X amount of years, and its average is like X, and therefore we should be due one. But it's such a big seismic event that it's like, well, if it happens, you won't even be around to worry about it. And I think solar storms are a little bit like that. Like they're sort of unavoidable, but if they happen, there's not much we can do to prepare for it. So it's kind of one of those things like, well, you know, what can we say? What can we do about it? Oh god, we need more slots in the inventory. This is just typical. Solar storms will knock out the internet. Yep. And then we'll go back to old school ways of doing things, right? You live very close to Yellowstone, actually. Oh, cool. I hope you visit. That's a super cool place to go check out. I would like to go there. I was planning on going to the region near LA this year to go to Yosemite. There you go. It took me a second. Getting old. But with everything that's happening over there, it didn't seem like it was a good time. Especially, like even though we're not going to LA, it was like, you know, you got to go stay in a hotel, right? And the accommodation situation over there, I don't know what it is, but the last thing they need is tourists coming in and taking up all the rooms. So maybe another time. You live on top of the San Andreas Fault. You won't dox yourself, but let's say that one is a real concern for me. Yeah, like some people just live in regions where you will have that ambient, you know, thing lurking where it's like, you might wake up today and find out, oh, it's happening. Greasy the Goblin, thank you for the cheers and bits, my dude. Very much appreciated. Thank you for supporting our channel. I hope you're enjoying the stream, enjoying the discussions. You live somewhere where the worst natural disaster is just snow. That kind of sounds like here in the UK. Like, we get some snow, everything slows down. If the internet gets knocked out, you'll have to play outside. Oh my goodness me. Playing outside? Who on earth would do that? What is there even out there? Outdoors doesn't have TikTok. What's that about? You get snow and tornadoes where you are. Do you get them at the same time? That would probably look remarkable, wouldn't it? Okay. Definitely going to have to make a bit more of this now, aren't I? That's the old grey terracotta right there. I don't even have a proper way to walk to this place. What's the mod I use for the purple bar at the top? That's not a mod, that's my Twitch overlay. That's not part of the game. Sorry, that's amused me. Okay, so... Yeah, grey, just smelt grey terracotta, right? Should be easy. Right, what's the next topic? Who's my favourite guitarist? My god, I feel like I should know the answer to that. I mean, I'll say Hetfield has very much been a key inspiration for learning to play the guitar. Like, learning Metallica songs really went a long way. Did I just do something really stupid? Oh no, wait, why did they... That makes... Oh, wait, I know exactly what's going on. I understand. It's the whole one less minecart goes out and so stuff gets left behind, right? And I still don't know quite how to fix that because I tested this thing so much that it shouldn't ever be an issue, but this thing always just goes out early and therefore the next one along does the work. Also, it's super wasteful. Super wasteful. It's going to be minus 19 degrees next week. Pray for me. What one is that, though? Oh, I think there might have already been some in here that I forgot about. Right, is it that way around? No, it's the other way. Monty Scobby, thank you so much for subscribing. Appreciate it, my dude. Thank you for supporting the channel. I hope you're enjoying the stream today. That's cold in F. Fahrenheit. I don't know. Why can't we all just use the same system, yo? Is that F for freedom? Let's go get some white glass next. Do you have any tips for a musician who wants to create but has no idea where to start? Ah, I do. You have to start. Like, you just have to start creating. No one can like whisper in your ear how to you know, do this or do that. You just have to start playing. You have to just start taking action. Like, you're not going to write anything until you start writing something. So, you know, get stuck in and pick up an instrument and doodle and, you know, find your voice. Right, let's see if that's enough to get going here. Did you use Blender for the animation in your recent videos sponsor segment? I didn't, but I believe Puka might have done. And Puka's been working on some amazing new animation stuff for all y'all. I won't say much because I like to wait until stuff's done. But shouldn't be too long. Shouldn't be too long and we'll be kicking off some new and exciting stuff around here, that's for sure. Who is Puka? Puka is the one who does the animations. He is a Hermitcraft legend. Going all the way back to the very first season, he's made he made fan movies, right? Like, I don't know how many views that stuff's got, but like, if you're a fan of Hermitcraft and you don't know about those fan movies, it feels criminal. It feels criminal to me. Like, those were just some of the most amazing things back in the day. So inspirational. It was like, wow. Like, this, like, people watching do stuff like this is incredible. I think they might even, are they listed on hermitcraft.com? I can't remember if they are or not. I think I'm thinking of my own personal vault. I've got a vault. I call it that. It's just a name. For Hermitcraft videos. So I've got every single episode like in a vault, aka like a backup drive. And I've also got Puka's fan movies in there as well, because they are just unbelievably cool. Where are we going? What am I doing again? Blast! 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 That's what I need. There they are. Oh, I need more then. So, wow. Inventory's tight once again. Let's see. We'll probably put those oak logs away for now. That's looking a teeny tiny bit better. Okay, I want the smooth ones and... Oh, I forget. I think it's cobblestone. I don't know. Let's type it in. Blast. Blast it! Right. Iron furnaces and the smooth stone. So we can get some iron from there. Got a slime in the base. Okay, up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do that. 1, 2, 3. Okay, over here. Then they'll go make the stuff. So check this out, right? Like, that thing loads up, and then this one sends out a minecart too early? No, look, it's not sent out yet. Now it goes out. So it should have picked up the first item that smelted. Is the idea. When's the next one going out? There it goes. I don't know what's up with it. I got to stop. We've done this too many times on stream that I've been staring at that thing trying to figure it out. Maddie says, LeMayo, there's a counter. Are you referring to the derp counter? That is the only counter anyone would ever get excited for, I believe. It must be the derp counter. Oh, I forgot to craft more. Because we're smelting, that's why. Because we're smelting. Shortcut. Hardly. That'll probably do for now. I need another crafting bench. Why haven't we got one over here? We've got one over there. On its lonesome. Oh, it's netherrack. I thought it was like glazed terracotta. I'm like, why's that there? What's that about? X, you'd be surprised at the counters in chat. Probably not. Probably not. There is a you complaining about the inventory counter as well. Let me just complain about the inventory a little bit more. Complaint 1, complaint 2. I'm complaining. Ah, look, it's not big enough. Ah, look, too many blocks being added to the game. Complain, complain, complain. Let that number go up. Let that number go up, I say. All the way to the moon. You could put a schematic online and we could take a look at it for the smelter. I could, but I'm probably not going to do that. Right, oh yeah, those go in the corner. You're referring to the redstone, I just realised, yeah. No, I'm not going to do that. Oh my god, Xisuma farming counter. Oh, right, a farming counter. Why don't I see these? Are they done by Nightbot? Is that why? Okay, I'm going to put that there like that. We don't need this button here. Put that there. Then Nightbot. Okay, yeah, I don't see Nightbot in my chat. So that's why. Okay, let's now do the roof stuff. You were muttering to yourself about the inventory earlier, in all fairness. Violet, I love it. Like, I can literally picture so many Minecrafters probably do that on a regular basis. They're just like, oh, this damn inventory. You know, like, you're sitting in a room on your own. Someone's in the room next door, they just hear, damn inventory. And they're like, ah, someone's playing Minecraft. Yeah, that new eye that got leaked. Did I just say new eye? New UI that got leaked. I think I quite like it. Like, I'm one of these people who tries to embrace change. So it'd be really easy to be like, something different, I don't like it. But I say, if you embrace it a little, it's clean. You know, it looks Minecrafty, I think. The thing... Oh, wait, I need that there. The thing that really catches my eye with it is that side-to-side nature where you could see them easily extending the storage capacity of the inventory because now there's more of this like real estate on the screen for them to do it with. So it's got me excited purely because I'm praying that's where we're going with all this. But probably not. Mojang will probably disappoint. They'll probably bring it out and go, good news everyone, we've removed a row from your inventory. Now you have to think more to do your organising. Aquasurp, thank you ever so much for 29 months. Very much appreciated. Are you enjoying the stream? I hope you are. I hope all of y'all are enjoying it. And if you're over there on YouTube, come join us over here on Twitch. Hit a follow over here. This is the home of my streaming. I've just noticed that literally no one on YouTube is chatting. My chat is top to bottom with Twitch right now, so don't be shy. You can talk over there, but I am encouraging people to come over to Twitch. Sonic says, X, has anyone ever told you look good today? Probably. I don't know. I'm a hermit, remember? I spend most of my time at home, it would seem. Still no one on YouTube is talking. I can't believe it. Right, let's get this next lamp in. That's what I want to do. I want to keep it nice and bright around here. Bright-ish, should I say. Oh, I wasn't keeping note of like what block was... No, wait, that's the one that smelted. Whoa! I just took loads of XP, right? But it didn't do... because it repaired stuff. Ah. I've totally forgotten that. This is also like an XP bank one day as well. I've totally forgotten about that. One day, I'll get so much XP out of this. Yeah, there we go. See, that time I was looking and we got the block, so that's good. Okay, so now we got to do this old business again. What's annoying about this is it's easier to do it from above, but got to get those lights in. One, then that one. So, oh, I haven't done this. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Yay! Right, now we're going to go up top. Now we're going to go up top. Still no messages from YouTube. YouTube, what are you doing? Is it broken? There's no one on YouTube chatting. I can't believe it. I'm going to go check and see it hasn't died or something. Finally got Twitch working after months of issues. Can I get a whoop whoop? Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop. That's the sound of the police. Apparently I am live. I don't know how many of y'all are watching. 300 and no one wants to talk. Fair enough. Fair enough. You do you, YouTube. You do you. They are chatting, says Florian. Wow, okay, so like none of the messages are coming through right now. Huh. It's broken. Okay, let me relaunch my chat window and see if that does it. But it could just be a slobs issue, I don't know. It is taking a while to reload. Okay, it's very slow. But something is happening. Let's launch. Let's launch. Let's get that up. Alright. Hey, there we go. I can see people now. Lentos says just vibing. Cool. Okay, so reloading it just seemed to bring the YouTube chat back. That's very interesting. Kevin says we don't exist. You do now. You do now. I can see you. It's good. Alright, hello to all the YouTube peeps. We had some technical issues there. Technical difficulties. Hey, can we say bad stuff about X and he will not notice? I will now. And if there's one thing I'm not going to tolerate, it's bad stuff. You watch your you watch your mouth, young man. Whoop. Over we go. You thought I was trolling you. I wasn't. I was like genuinely noticing that there was a lack of YouTube comments. And I was like, oh, what's going on here? Oh, and then I found out that it's broken. I had to reload it. It would have been a good troll. And I like a good troll, don't I? As much as I like a good troll, that was not a troll. I wish I could have taken credit for it, though. Right, chat, if you got nothing you want me to talk about, then I'm going to talk about Star Wars like I always do. Because, started watching it again. You know what? I'm not gonna make my usual set of jokes about wizards and Mordor and stuff. No, so I watched 1, 2, and 3. Then I was gonna go watch 7, 8, and 9, and then I thought, why don't I watch the originals again? They're classic, and they're still so good, so fun. I watched the first one, A New Hope. Started on the Empire Strikes Back one. They're really good fun still. They hold up. It's interesting. Going and watching the first one again, you can kind of see, like, some of the effects are a little bit dated, but they hold up really well. And some of the set designs you notice are a lot smaller than you remember, but they hold up. And I think it's because the story is just so good. The story is so good that it covers all of its blemishes. So when you're like watching that movie for like the 10th, 15th time or however many it's been, you just start to like notice and pick up all these little details. I was noticing like there's a lot of small bits of dialogue and scene that are like quite rushed in the edit. It's like, it feels like the movie could have been like 10 or 15 minutes longer, but you notice all these little things and yet it's still great. Star Wars is kind of weird to Taker. I don't think it's weird at all. I think it's got a fantastic story. And that's why it's like been so good for so long. That's why it's generational. That like a story survives the generations, you know? When you're the thing that you're doing is all bells and whistles and special effects, then if you don't sell people on the characters and the story, it's not going to stick around as long. You love it when we talk about Star Wars. Yeah, YouTube is like trying to mute me right. Trying to troll me right now. It ain't working. I can see my audio is fine. I can see it's just fine. I am great. Yesterday I successfully completed my driver's license. The stress was insane. Yeah, I remember that stress. Actually, Xisuma, do you have a driver's license? I know you spoke about riding a bike. Yeah. By the way, to anyone who's seen that, right? As soon as I said it, like, this thing popped into my head. I don't know what it was, but something from like being a kid was like a thing people would say is like, so-and-so's like a bike, everyone gets a ride. I can't remember like the exact saying, but it was just one of these things that I remembered from being a kid. And I was just like, just say it. But has anyone else ever heard that before, right? Because I feel like it might be something from like a comedy show or just a thing that people used to say. And maybe it's like a British thing as well. LeMayo, I remember that too. When I heard you say it, I screamed, Slightly Lucid. Everyone gets a ride on the village bike. That sounds like something related to it, right? Star Wars has been getting progressively worse, says Deadshot Ruby. I can't comment on that. What I can comment in on is just franchise fatigue. It's just like there's so much of it now, it's lost its charm. I don't really care. So there's like a new one called Skeleton Crew, and I'm just like, and there'll be another one before long, and I just kind of lost interest in it all, right? The classics are still great. I just feel like, you know, with Disney at the helm, they're just going to continuously make content, and it doesn't really matter if it's like that good or not anymore, because there's just too much of it. It just kind of feels like it's losing its charm or something. So earlier when I mentioned having like a hanger to put things in, this might be a really good spot for something like that, because this thing could peel up and then connect here for this structure, but then we could have some like big hangers open up in this area. I think that would be a cool idea. It's someone in school said it was kind of like a rude mum joke. That's exactly what it's like, yeah. Like a yo mama joke. You remember queuing for hours at the ABC in Putney in London when Star Wars came out. The queues went down the road. Extreme streamers, you have just answered the question I wanted to ask. So thank you. Like, yeah, like you see it in like The Simpsons, and you've seen it in other cultural stuff. People talk about how they were queued to see it. And I was thinking about it earlier. I was like, yeah, back then, like, people were queued to see this movie. There's no like instant load it up and watch it, right? It used to be like a different experience. It probably carried a lot more of a special feeling with it as well because of that. And then I was thinking, like, that's like I can ask my chat, you know? I can just be like, hey, was anyone around when you queued for movies? You know? And think about that, right? Like, think about how much more you probably enjoy a movie after you queued for it for a long time. We just have so much instant gratification today that I think it can devalue our experiences. So yeah, like Star Wars was a huge thing. But most of you probably know that. Right, it's just the top 2 bits. I say that, but it's like one's already there, so it's just this bit here. The only movie you queued up to watch were the Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings movies. Oh, I remember there being queues for those now. You just reminded me. I've seen that. But I think it was more like a queue to get in. I guess it could be the same thing. Because, right, what are we talking? The 70s, late 70s, early 80s, you're queuing to watch Star Wars. Now, I've assumed in my mind, and this is, I literally based on, like, The Simpsons, is that you would queue to watch while the other people are watching. So I'm thinking it's like you're getting in a line to go in and watch the movie. Whereas Harry Potter era, we've got the internet, you can buy tickets on the phone, you can pick them up in advance. Like, aren't people now queuing because they're getting ready to go in for their show, right? Or maybe in the 70s you could get tickets in advance and you would queue. But in my head I've sort of assumed you would be queuing as if you were queuing to go on a ride. Right, you're waiting for other people to finish watching to go in. But I don't know, like someone who was there, like extreme streamers, let us know. Is that how it works? Like, were you literally queuing to then buy a ticket and go in and watch? Or did you already have your ticket and you were just turning up, you know, 30 minutes in advance or something and queuing? You were working when an Indiana Jones movie had a line around a shopping centre. Wow. A queue that long probably means you're waiting for other people to finish watching. Harry Potter era was before online ticketing for most of the movies. The last few, yes, but not the first 4-ish. Yeah, you're probably about right with that. Lightly Lucid, that sounds about right. You recently had to watch a VHS cassette, and oh boy did I forgot how long it took to rewind those, yeah. Yeah, and then some people wouldn't actually do that. You would like, oh, it's at the end of the movie, now I've got to rewind it before I watch it, thanks. That's just what I wanted. Yeah, I'm kind of looking at this and just trying to use my mind's eye a little bit here to see how this is going to work. Like, one thing we could do is have this thing go like up and around and out of the behind the scenes, make its way across there. Or we could like try and integrate it a bit more, I don't know. Last time you saw people queuing for tickets was Marvel Endgame at a dinky small town cinema. You couldn't buy in advance back then. It was cash only, says Extreme Streamers. So yeah, you had to queue and wait for other people to finish. That's crazy, man. Because you could, like, someone was that person who, like, got all the way to the front, and then they're like, sorry, cinema's full, and now you're waiting another 2 hours to go in. That's crazy. That's crazy. Something I keep hearing about as someone born in 2000 is that people my age don't remember VHS tapes. That's all I had as a kid. You'd watch VHSs over and over. Was I just weird? No, that was just, you know, what you were given or whatever, right? Like, that's what was available to you. If your parents had, like, an old stash of VHS tapes and they didn't want to do DVDs and buy more stuff, then that's what you had access to as a kid, right? I think I'm leaning in the direction of maybe just using trapdoors too high here. Still sort of embracing some of this texture. Like, we'll double this up a little bit. And then this will actually be the front. It'll be, like, open here. I think this middle section here could be a good place to, like, get our cues from on how we want to make this look. Another important thing is that that's probably going to be grey wool with lichen, just because it fills in the space the same way. But we also got to consider that this is then going to be raised up. So let's go do this. Are we getting Gem with a raid? Gem, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome all the raid. Gem was on the server, right? Was she? She was. Then stuff started happening. Yeah, Gem, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Oh, get out of the water. I guess I should let all of y'all know who've tuned in what we've been up to today and what we're kind of doing in general at the moment here on Hermitcraft. See, I'm at a place where I'm not really sure what I'm going to do for making videos, but I'm not going to put any stress on myself. I'm just here to, like, build and have fun and play. So recently we did a lot of building with the potion project, potion brewer, and now I'm kind of translating that energy over here to Loglands, where we're decorating the interiors. Yeah, Impulse raided as well. Oh, goodness me. It's a double raid. Oh, well, welcome to... Yeah. Thank you, Impulse, as well. I don't know if that was, like, a coordinated thing, but, wow, we got a double raid going on here. Crazy. Beckaboo93, thank you for 6 months, by the way. Appreciate that. Alright, let me introduce you all to Loglands, then. Let's, whiz our way up here into the sky. So, Gem's base is off in that direction. Impulse is right here. Who, by the way, I believe built a new building. Is it a medical center? Oh, this is it right here. This is it. I love this project over here. I think it's super cool. I love seeing new builds appear. Let's pop over here. Oh, making some clicky. Yeah, on the thumbnail I saw, like, XP is what I saw. Very cool build, very cool build. Oh, the interior looks cool as well. Is that Etho and Scar? Why is... Oh, it's his arm in his head. I was like, why has he got a button on his head? Anyway, y'all probably knew this already. It was a mental note to come over here and check the building out and get a little bit inspired. So, this is Loglands over here. And inside of Loglands this season, I have been building redstone farms. They all work off of this. This powers the entire base. It creates bone meal, right? And the bone meal is stored in a silo. It's currently that much full. And then it gets shipped out to all the different farms through these chains of hoppers and composters. We got a fully automated netherwood farm that I designed last season. And then I have finalized the design with auto-crafting. So another thing is that everything gets auto-crafted here. So I can just come along and take out, like, resources for building. So after doing that a bunch of times, we're now at the phase where we are decorating. And I've just started with this space here. This is the first part to really get decorated. So up there is where I had... Well, my bamboo farm is that. And then the bamboo, it gets sorted out down here. And it gets auto-crafted. So, let's go around here. This is the resin auto-crafter. Right, does all of this stuff. Let's go around here. Yeah, and then this is the bamboo auto-crafting stuff. So this one loves to break on me too often. And I have to go fix it. But yeah, we just auto-craft tons of different materials here, and then we use them to build up this area. So this is what I've done recently, and now we're trying to figure out the furnace setup. So today, we've put a roof on this. It feels really nice in here. It all lights up when the furnaces get items in them for smelting. And we're just currently kind of at a little bit of a sticky point where these blocks, right, that I've built all of the redstone on, they feel kind of tricky to integrate with wood textures. They just don't like fit together particularly well. So I'm kind of dealing with that a little bit. And where that's been sticky, we're now just starting to dig out a little more space because this whole thing is going to be like a crater. Let me show you. We've got to turn that one on. There it is. So I've created this sphere shape so that I can line up some of the terrain. Doesn't have to line up perfectly, but we want to create a sense of like a blast chamber below all of this stuff. So there'll be a big hole going all the way down to here, is kind of the idea. Anyway, let's get rid of that. If you like what you see, come over here to Twitch, hit the follow button. I also dual stream over on YouTube, and today, this kind of time on a Tuesday and Sunday mornings, those are my streaming days. I don't have a schedule because the moment I make one, something changes, but that's kind of been my rhythm for a while now, and I think I'm going to stick to it. Input Ball, thank you ever so much for the super chat. Very much appreciated. We got Sue Jess Ty on here with the Prime. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome to the stream. Oh yeah, so that thing that I did a second ago. Aha, I could actually do with seeing that right now. Yeah, look at this. So I can give myself a little bit of a guideline as to how much terrain we're going to be scooping out underneath what we've built here. That's very handy. All right, now my inventory has been disgustingly full today, so I need to go sort it out again since our building activities have ceased a little bit. X is the actual AI behind ChatGPT. Yes, that's right. I've been ChatGPT for 12 years. That's how long I've been doing YouTube for, at least. Right. So I think I want another shulker box at this point. 1, 2. And the 1. I can put that in there. We got to get organized a little. So I'm going to put together the stuff that we were using on the previous bit that we were working on, which is all of those materials. You probably belong in here. Oh, we're full up. Okay, fair enough. Lights, we're done with those 2 blocks. Slabs go in there, and then a lot of this is now just junk. And like that, inventory be organized again. That's how you do it, peeps. Got to stay on top of it. So we'll grab a shovel and grab this. All right, we've been having a bit of waffle because we've been doing grinding stuff. So if you've got any topics you want to talk about, let me know in the chat. We'll call it Q&A or something. Gustav, thank you ever so much for subscribing, by the way. Tier 2 subscription, very much appreciated. And apparently we've got 644 inventory complaints. That is way too low. That counter is totally off. There is no way it is that low. I don't buy that. So this crater doesn't need to be perfect, therefore we're probably just going to rock and roll forward like this. Oh, I'm in water. Oh. Pancakes. You want me to waffle about pancakes? I didn't have pancakes on holiday. I had waffles though. They served these waffles, and I used to have like eggs and bacon and sausage with a waffle. That was on my skiing trip. That was good. I enjoyed that. I like my food. Belgium or Japanese waffles? I got no idea what one they were. They were just waffles to me. I think they were probably more like American waffles. They had, they weren't massively sugary, but they definitely had sugar on them. And occasionally I'd get like a clump of it, and it was a bit weird. So I'm eating eggs and bacon, and then there's this sugary sweetness as well. But I was on holiday. I was like, I'm just going to eat what they serve up. Am I good at skiing? I don't know, but I was hurtling. I just found this, like, this thing sort of clicked for me where most of the time when I've skied in the past, I'm one turn away from stopping. Whereas this time, I hurtled down the slopes, being several turns away from stopping, and I was going very, very fast. So something really clicked, and I think I'm going to buy my own skis. And yeah, that might help with the skiing as well, getting better at it or whatever. Calories don't count on holidays, says Heart Gamer. Well, I lost weight. I was eating a big breakfast. I would have a fair bit of dinner, and then out on the slopes, I would have a hot chocolate and a big meal in the middle of the day, and I lost weight. I burned off about 500 calories a day, I calculated. So, yeah, skiing holidays for me. I eat lots of food and I burn lots of calories, so that's fine. That's fine. I like it. You have a cat named Waffles. He's laying on your feet right now. That's a cute name for a kitty cat. That is an undeniably cute name for a kitty cat, isn't it? Oh, Gustav, you've also gifted a sub to X Gyro. Thank you for gifting the sub, my dude. Appreciate your generosity. I hope you get a thank you in chat. We always encourage a thank you for a gifted sub. Skiing might do that. Lol, says Violet. Yeah. Well, here's the thing, though. You know, the more you ski, you'll get, like, efficient at it, right? So, eventually, maybe, I don't know. It depends how much skiing I do. I only do one a year. And I didn't do one last year, so... But yeah, if I started, like, skiing all the time, you'd find your body gets, like, efficient at it. And then it's not quite the same effect. Oh, I've been popping off some comparators up here. I need to leave them because they're actually there to remind me that I might create a little, like, light indicator system with them. But we'll see. There's other ways I can do that too, maybe. Yeah, lots to think about. Lots to think about this whole project. X, what animals do you like as pets? I don't have any of my own pets, but I love all animals. Pets are cool. Great all-over body workout. Skiing isn't an all-body workout. You'll work your legs and your hips. Maybe, I don't know, maybe your upper body a little bit, but I wouldn't say it's a full body workout. It's not quite the same thing. Do I like spiders? Yeah, I like everything, really. I don't like to give in to those, like, tendencies to dramatize stuff, you know, like, oh, spiders, they're so icky or whatever. And when you learn about, like, how spiders actually, like, basically eat a bunch of stuff that would be really bad for us, and therefore are actually good to have in our homes, like, you learn stuff like that, and it's like, oh, that's really cool. Spiders are like our friends. We live in harmony with them. They help us out. There's bad little bugs and stuff, and they take care of them. They're cool. I like spiders. Joel Duggan, it's raid number 3. Joel, thank you so much for the raid yet again. Welcome to the stream. We were raided by Gem and Impulse a little while ago. Bit of a double raid going on. Especially Daddy Longlegs. Yeah, Daddy Longlegs are cool as well. I mean, every now and then you see like a freaky looking spider or whatever, right? One's a little too big or whatever. But I just try not to like buy into being dramatic about that. They're cool. They're other little creatures, right? If it's something you genuinely need to be scared about or freaked out by, then best to save the drama for that. Let's get a rocket here. Ah! Bang. Made it. Okay, all of this stuff, go away. Very good. Spiders are neat, though I still can't handle them, but I have a mutual understanding with them. We stay out of each other's way. Yeah, they're not too keen on getting in your way, are they? You've never forgiven Daddy Longlegs since flying into my cup of tea. I mean, you could have just made another cup of tea. That was a worse experience for that Daddy Longlegs than it was for you. Surely. One of your Discord friends used to be an arachnophobe. Then they started catching spiders to get over it. Now they're allegedly selective breeding spiders to increase the average size of house spiders in their country. That's so cool. That's so cool. Someone having a fear of something, taking some active actions in order to get over it. That's a really cool story. I like that. Right. This is about as much digging as I think I want to do right now. I really fancy another cup of tea now we're talking about it. You had one in the shower and I told it to go the other way. The spider listened, unsurprisingly. You love the little jumping spiders. They're adorable. I don't see too many of those. You know, now that you say it, I don't think I've really ever seen jumping spiders in action. Right, we don't need that thing up anymore. So, looking at this thing again, because I kind of don't want to get, like, pulled around too much. I mean, I could technically work on this bit. Oh, look, we've got a creeper. It's not good. I don't want to get pulled around too much. I kind of want to have a good track record, let's say, of, like, getting stuff, air quotes, done. So I could see this rail here maybe going up. I could actually... What I don't want happening is minecarts crossing paths and swapping items. So if that went up one more block, then turned around and went across the top like this, when it gets over here, should be pretty easy to feed that into that bit and then build some sort of structure around this. In fact, I quite like the idea. Maybe we'll bring that mini HUD thing back for a second. I quite like the idea of building a structure around this thing. All the redstone that we got. Oh my god, it's going to be quite big, isn't it? Like, all of this was done... Oh my god. Then there's all this down here, is there? Let's open it up. Let's see what we're dealing with. All of this was done, like, not seeing this far ahead. But that's just the way Minecraft works a lot of the time. I find the way I play is that, like, when you get to the other bit, you know, the redstone and the aesthetics, they never all come together perfectly at the same time. You're always adapting one to the other, it feels like. So yeah, I'm thinking, like, the crater that we're going to create down here, it could have some, like, structural component around this point here. This is actually a pretty good example of, like, how deep and big it's going to be. I might want to take it a bit more seriously because we could push a little bit more of that further back, perhaps. Lots and lots to do. We got Mukakuma here subscribing and LazyThyme456 with the Prime. Thank you so much for using that on me, peeps. If you did not know, if you got Amazon Prime, you can use it to get a free subscription over here on Twitch. Very cool. Let's swap that thing back. Okay. Trying to use the mind's eye. I can see a few things coming together here. Right, this walkway that we want to build. Is it in the right place or not is a question. God, it's getting tricky to navigate these spots. It's not really a proper way to walk around there. Where does this glass start and end is another thing. Maybe I do need to rest it, right? Like I said earlier, sometimes you just got to let things rest a little bit before you pick them up again. Like this redstone here has got to get moved is one thing. So Wizalot, thank you for using the Prime for 11 months. Very much appreciated, my dude. 1 month away from a whole year. That is fantastic. Thank you so much. I reckon if I do this bit now and just choose it and settle with it, I think then we can start building the next bit above. And I would very much like to do that as we try and figure out the ins and outs of this project. So, we'll put some junk in here. I'm going to end up with so much junk. Okay, let's see. I need those blocks. Yay, I need these blocks. I'm going to need levers. I'm going to need more rails. Need the redstone box. All right, this will get us through the project. This will get us through it. And also, speaking of the mind's eye, have I heard of aphantasia? Some people, including myself, don't have a mental image. I was literally thinking about it earlier today when I was trying to meditate. Some days, your brain just don't want to turn off. It don't want to calm down. I was having one of these days where it just wasn't working. But then I started thinking about, like, having an image in front of you and focusing on it, and like how you can picture something in your mind's eye. And I was reminded of that some people can't do that. But then it got me wondering, is it a problem of language? Because I don't actually see the thing. Like, I can imagine an apple visually in my mind's eye, but it's not actually there. It's more like the idea of the apple is there, and I can see its shape and see that it's red, but it's not the same as seeing something that's actually there. Like, you can make it disappear in an instant at your own whim. So I wonder, is this something where maybe it's like a language issue where we just, you know, it's like saying, how do I know the color I call blue is the same one that you see? Are we looking at the same shade? It made me wonder if it's something like that. Because and I can do this vividly. I can really vividly see stuff with the mind's eye. If it's something, you know, like an apple or an object that's very easy to quantify. It's harder to see stuff like a bunch of Minecraft blocks coming together in a particular way. I struggle with that. But if it's something really specific, it just makes me wonder, am I thinking of it conceptually because I'm not actually seeing it? And then it makes me wonder, like, is this like a language thing where it's like, oh, we're just sort of splitting hairs here? I have no idea. But it, you know, it got me curious about that, because I'm very aware that some people can't picture something in their mind. But then when I do it, it's not actually there. Practice makes imagery easier. Yeah, that could be another way to look at it. Like, you could practice trying to see it. Do you have a narrator voice in your head? Yes, I talk to myself in my head. And as I do things, there's a voice commenting on it. Statue00, thank you for the Prime. I don't get to catch many of your streams. Oh, well, we're glad to have you today. And thank you so much for 4 months. Very kind of you to use that. So with this laid out as it is here, I feel like we could probably put a bit of structure around it. I'm starting to get like a bit of an idea for what might work. In fact, I think I need to build this before it leaves me. What I keep picturing is brown glass. And I think spruce wood, but maybe stripped dark oak might be the better one to fit with it. It is a very nice texture, after all. So if we look at this here and think about like boxing it in a bit, I could kind of see it going across like that. And then maybe we turn into this space here. So we'll ignore the fence posts for now. That's like an old idea. Then on the edges, you got your pillars going up. We've run out of blocks. Terrific. Go grab some more. So yeah, corners have pillars going up. And there needs to be like a fair bit more that belongs to this. You know, you can't just have a flat wall with brown glass. You need other details. But I kind of wonder if something like this might do the trick. So it feels like a big wooden structure. Yeah. And then it houses the redstone stuff inside of it. Creaking hearts. That's a really interesting suggestion. Creaking hearts in here. Let's go experiment. You have an artist friend that has aphantasia. See, that to me is very curious. Like, how do you paint things and objects if you don't sort of see where they're going in your head first? I really am curious, is it a language problem? Oh look, we don't. Well, hang on, wait a minute. This is easy. This is easy. Now we got them creaking hearts. Yeah, that might be a really cool texture to take advantage of in this area. Your inside voice switches between English and Ukrainian. That's interesting. Yeah, like if you know multiple languages, like which one does it want? That middle bit feels like it matches that. So I think the place to use it is when... Have I got Silk Touch? The noise it makes when you tap it is something. Feels like there's a place for that, and it will probably be like in the middle. There isn't actually a middle here. Or maybe we just... It can go somewhere. I'm just not sure right now. But hey, something to think about. Like, I was trying to get away from the mind's eye stuff for a second. Then we came back to it. And it's like, okay, we put an idea in the world, so that might get used. But let's go back to what we were doing before. Your internal narrator is really interesting when your second language is sign language. Oh! Do you visualize? That's interesting. Yeah, for me, the whole internal voice thing has sort of always been there. And I didn't become aware of it until I heard a Carl Pilkington, Ricky Gervais podcast where they have a go at Carl for having an internal voice. But I was like, wait, I have that too. Like, what are you going on about here? Like, this is exactly how my brain works. And it turns out like a lot of people do actually have that internal voice, internal monologue, whatever you want to call it. I don't know like what's better to have, if there's an important difference between them or if it's worth worrying about or anything, but it does feel like it aids like the endless chatter in one's brain if there's actually like if you conceive things with a voice. And that's something that I'm actively trying to like calm in my mind, is that constant thoughts like always arising and thinking about stuff. Like I'm actively trying to reduce that and be more present. And I like the practice of doing that as well. It'd be boring if you didn't have yourself to talk to in your head. Maybe not though, right? Like the fact that you talk to yourself in your head, like maybe it's not a great thing. I don't know. Like, what am I trying to say here? I feel like the chatter is a lot of the time the problem. It's like you just can't be like quiet and content and peaceful. There's always this like voice or conversation going along in your head, and it gets a bit tiring. Maybe I'm just tired of myself. Yeah, okay, so with that, what we've just done, we now get to rip out all of this. Very good. And I think that's going to work out really well for what we're trying to do here. It's love! Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Thank you for subscribing with the Prime. Appreciate it, my dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Many people think we're missing out when they have an internal voice or can't imagine pictures, but research shows cognitive ability is not affected at all. That sounds like something similar to what I've heard, that it doesn't actually make like a major difference or anything like that. Right, I'm the only one on Hermitcraft. But it's time for me to take a break and play some guitar, play some music and stuff, recharge the batteries of creativity and whatnot. Before we head out of here, I'm going to do a riggedy raid and say a massive thank you to everyone for tuning in. If you're over on YouTube, be sure to come follow me here on Twitch as well, in case anything happens to the multi-streaming stuff. I'll be around on Twitch. Twitch is my home. I'm going to send you over to Tanisha today, who's got an amazing hardcore world. I hope you enjoy what you find over there. But I'm going to bounce now, so thank you everyone for tuning in. Have a great rest of your day, and stick around if you want to be a part of the raid. That's it from me, folks. I will see